Good morning, everybody. It's Rebecca, and it's your Thursday morning 30-minute ABC workout. So that is going to be your abdominal muscles. B is for balance, C is for coordination, and S is a little bit of strength involved in that as well. So all you will need is a chair and a small object. So today I have a pillow, so you can use a book, whatever, let's see, a book, a magazine, paper plate, a pillow, just a small pillow. You don't want it really any bigger than this. You could put a remote down, your TV remote, anything that's just gonna draw attention to one specific spot that you can focus on. All right, so let's go ahead and have a seat. All right. This up just a little bit. Okay, so first we're just gonna warm up the legs and the core just a little bit. So I'm gonna start with my right leg. Remember your posture, remember your breath. Everything wants to be connected, okay? So let's do a few short breaths. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can even close your eyes just to kind of bring yourself into the awareness of your space, into your practice this morning. It's just a quick 30 minutes, so really try to bring yourself here, let those thoughts kind of drift away, and let's just focus just a little bit on the core, the torso, a little bit on coordination today, and remembering to always keep your breath involved as well. So let's start with the right leg. Remember your breath, so I'm lifting it about just a few inches off, and we're gonna lift for 20. So as you're lifting the knee up, you're keeping your spine nice and tall, so you're not gonna round to make your chest closer to your knee. Your knee is gonna come to your chest, and that's gonna activate your core, and also kind of these thigh, leg muscles, all of it is attached, so yes, we're gonna be working both. Here we go for 20. Nice, good posture. In and down. 2, 3, 4. As you're pulling up, really pull in the core muscles. 6, 7, 8, and I'm just tapping the toe down. 9, 10, maybe get a little bit of more of a length up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hopefully some heat is happening. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Lower that down. Hopefully you got some heat in here, a little bit of awareness of your breath and lifting up through the ribs, through the chest to contract your abs. Other side. A little bit lifted. Here we go. 1, 2, shoulders back. 3, 4, 5, 6, bellies in. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. And we're gonna do it again, but we're gonna alternate. Okay? 20 total. I'm warming up already. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Remember to lift up. 4, 5, shoulders back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now we're just gonna work on the upper part, so our arms are gonna come behind our head. So I don't want you to push forward. Keep your hands right by your ears, elbows pushed out. And let's just stay here for just a moment. Bring the elbows in, and then bring the elbows out. Being really careful not even to touch your head, because I don't want you to pull your neck forward. So pretend like your head is on the back of the wall. And we're just opening up the chest and rounding the shoulder blades. Trying to get a big stretch in the chest, kind of in the armpit area here, but keeping your elbows up high. Belly button's tucked in. Good. Now let's keep the elbows open. We're just going to turn for 20. So I'm going to try to keep my elbows parallel to the ground, and I'm going to turn my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really contracting the abs. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Maybe feeling some heat in the shoulders. Last one. And good. You can lower those down. Roll the shoulders out. A little bit of heat in the shoulders, a little bit more in the core. Now we're going to add the knees to that. So we're going to bring our hands back up, and we're going to go 10 on the left and 10 on the right. Okay? So I'm going to lift my knee up, bring my elbow towards the knee. There's 1, 2. So a slight twist and open. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's give those shoulders just a nice little roll. Deep breath. And we're going to do the other side. Hands up, really pushing the elbows back. I twist just slightly and then lean. Okay? Here we go. 1. Really pulling in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Bring those shoulders down. Good. Let's go ahead and bring the right arm across the chest and just give our shoulders a nice little stretch. Deep breath. Good. Loosen that one up. Other side. And so your posture never stops. So my feet are anchored to the ground, knees are apart, lifting up through the chest, elongating the spine as much as I can. Good, and roll. Okay, so our arms are going to come out straight, so my palms are up, and they're going to open up wide, and then I'm going to point my thumbs down, and then my thumbs come back up. Palms up, palms down. So I'm just going to rotate the shoulders, open and close. So nice and long limbs reaching out towards both sides of the room. Shoulder blades are pushed back and down away from the ears. Good. And now thumbs stay up. I'm going to rotate in towards the chest and open. In, open. So my palms come and touch my chest, and then palms open up. Good. Maybe a little extra squeeze in the shoulder blades. Nice job. Let's give it one more. Good. Now little circles. Thumbs are up. Squeezing the shoulders in the back. Shoulders stay down away from your ears, and breathe. Hopefully some heat is created. Feeling a little bit of maybe fatigue in the shoulders, just keep on going. Don't let that little bit of fire, a little bit of sting in those shoulders keep you from completing these exercises, right? We kind of got to dig through them just a little bit. It's almost over. And down. Good. Give them a nice roll. All right, so we're going to leave the shoulders alone for just a minute. We're going to grab our pillow, and we're going to put the pillow right in front of us, so not too far forward. So I don't want your object being any wider than this. I don't want your feet having to be out here. I still want them as if this wasn't there, just in the same position you were doing all those other exercises, okay? So I'm gonna put the pillow back, and it's fairly close to me, maybe slightly out a little bit. And we're gonna widen up just a little bit, okay? So I want the right leg is gonna come over and meet the left leg, okay? So I'm gonna have to lift up using the core, nice and controlled. I'm gonna lift and tap it over towards the other side. Here we go. Up and tap, lift and lower, okay? So I'm trying not to cause a lot of shift in the other parts of the body. Everything is nice and still and stable. I'm staying straight towards you. And I have to lift up and over. So even if you have a paper plate or a piece of paper, try to get some height. So you're having to clear that item. Up and over. Good, we've got 2 more on this side. So I still feel a little bit of burn in the quad, and I'm internally rotating that leg. So we're getting a little bit of inner thigh as well. Good. Other side. Reset your posture. Here we go. Up and tap. So I'm tapping just about where the ankle is or the toe, my toe to the toe. Lifting up, lift. So I want you to lift the knee up as high as you can there and up as high as you can on the way back. Great. And if you hit your object or push your object, it doesn't matter. Just reset it. That's all part of the learning, right? And I'm not even looking at it. So if you feel like you have to look at the object to make sure you're not going to hit it, go ahead. And then see if you can raise up your eyes and your gaze so you're not looking at it. So it just kind of becomes a little bit more proprioception work, your awareness of space and your surroundings. And stop. Great. And now we're going to come both side to side. We're going to alternate. Here we go. So the right over to the left, and then the left to the right. Start out slow. You can start out by watching. Make sure you're not hitting that object. And then maybe lift your eyes up. Keep the core nice and tight. Don't lose your posture. Don't lose the sight of the core being engaged. And then see if you can speed it up just a little bit. Try to still keep the same height in your knees, lifting up. Good, few more. I feel the heat too. Let's do 3, 2, and rest. Great. So now we're going to do some taps forward. Okay, that's why maybe push your object back just a little bit if it's far forward. And you're going to lift the right leg, and you're going to tap it in front of the object, and then bring it back. So forward and back. And maybe you need to rotate your hips just a little bit to get in front of it. That's okay. So we're just tapping in front and then bringing back to center. Toes stay forward. Good. Give me 2 more. 1 and 2. Reach as long as you can. Other side. 1. Nice and tight. 2. So when I do this, it's me trying to remind myself to squeeze in and lift up. So nice and tall spine. So I don't want to start to kind of hunch over. We're learning those postural muscles. Shoulders are squeezed in the back as we're moving our limbs forward and back. Last one. Okay. Now we're going to alternate. So again, you can look at your space if you need to start, and then try to raise up your eyes and not look at it. Here we go. So right goes forward and back. Left, right, left. Good. Now maybe raise up your eyes. Even if you hit it, that's okay. It's practice. Okay, so your awareness of space, a little bit of coordination, and then try to speed it up. Trying to hit that same spot every time, and trying not to hit your object. You can always look down just for point of reference, and then turn it back up. Good. And stop. Okay. We're going to combine those two together. So you're going to lift up and over, and now forward. And we're going to alternate. And then you're going to go back to the beginning, okay? Here we go. So reset your object. You can look for the first couple times and then try not to look. Here we go. So you can go slow at first, forward. Good. Now side to side and forward. Remember to keep your posture. Just because we're concentrating doesn't mean that we lose our posture. And our goals here is to breathe in, keep the long breaths, keep the spine long, keep the abs contracted. Good. Can you speed it up just a little bit? Or can you close your eyes and try to keep the same pattern? Maybe visualize it. If you hit your object or push it, that's okay. It's just practice. Let's do one more, wherever you're at. And stop. Nice job. Go ahead and grab your pillow or your object, your remote, your plate, your book. And we're gonna go ahead and put it in the right hand, okay? So we're gonna open up. So it's in the right hand, kind of like a tray. So my palm is up and I'm just putting it right on my palm, okay? So we're gonna open up, so just like in the beginning, arms are nice and long. The right arm is gonna come forward and then it's gonna go back. Left arm forward, left arm back. So bring the object forward. And so I don't want a lot of rotation in the torso. I want it to stay right towards me. Good, so just the arms are moving, staying parallel to the ground. Good, few more. If you get a little wobbly, that's okay. One more. Great. And now we're gonna pass the pillow. Okay, so they're both going to come forward, pass, and open. So you can look at the object, make sure you're passing it a couple times, and then try not to look, or even close your eyes. And just notice, this is your proprioception working, which is part of your balance, really. Proprioception of your arms. Your awareness of space, knowing where the pillow is, knowing that coordination of passing the pillow. Nice job. And let's lower for just a minute. All right. So next we're going to do is slightly similar, but we're going to be adding now that twist that we did in the beginning. Okay. So pillow goes back into the right arm. Both arms come forward towards me. And I'm going to open up. Watch your furniture. And then bring it back forward. So this arm stays forward towards me the whole time. It doesn't move. And forward. So this is anchoring, stabilizing. Pillow goes back. You can look at it if you need to. And it comes back forward. And maybe follow it with your eyes. Last one. Good. Other side. I'm going to come forward just a little bit as I keep hitting that. Okay. So both arms forward. Open. Remember, this other arm is staying anchored. It doesn't shift open and it doesn't move towards it. This stays forward. And you're just opening up the chest, opening up the arm. So a little bit of strength here, as you know, objects don't weigh that much, especially a pillow, but it's adding quite a bit, right, of work. We're stabilizing everything. We're focusing on our core. Let's give it one more. And stop. All right, now we're just going to alternate. So it's going to go back, you're going to pass, and it's going to go out. Okay? Starting in the right arm, both arms forward. You're going to open up, come back, pass the pillow. Great job. So my eyes are following the object. I feel that in the arms, hopefully you do too. And now try to close your eyes. Let's give it one more each side. Last one. And down. Let's roll those shoulders out. Hopefully you feel it too. I do as well in the shoulders. All right. So next, we're gonna lift one leg up. So it's gonna straighten out, okay? Arm in the pillow is in the right arm, and then the left leg is up. And all I'm gonna do is reach, and then bring it back. Keep the knee lifted, okay? So I have the pillow in my right hand. We're gonna lift the left leg and straighten it out and reach, and then lift. Reach and lift. Reach out straight and lift up nice and tall. So we're bending, hinging forward, trying to touch that object to the foot. You may not make it, that's okay. You just reach as far as you can. Nice flexibility. Lift. Reach and lift. Remember those core muscles when you're lifting up, just like in the beginning. Lift and reach. We're gonna hold this one for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, nice tight quad, and 1. Lift. 5, 4, lift up higher. 3, 2, 1. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last lift here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Other side. So right leg is going to straighten, and when you're straightening, you're tightening that quad as much as you can. All right? Left hand, palm is on the upside. Here we go. So we're going to straighten, reach, and lift. So this leg never touches the ground. Reach and lift. And you can make your lifts a little bit higher if you'd like to, as a little more challenge. So we're kind of coordinating that balance in the arms. Opposite sides are working. Good, last one. And then let's hold it out for 5. Nice high leg, don't let it drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if you can get more length in the leg, length in the spine to reach and lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Nice job. All right, so your pillow can go away. And we're just gonna give it a stretch. So let's go behind our chair. So I'm in the back of my chair and I'm gonna step back. One big step, so I'm kind of reaching towards the chair. Make sure it's stable so it's not gonna slide across the room. And we're gonna lift up, so my hips are back, back is flat. We're gonna lift up the left arm. We're gonna reach it forward so it's straight. So that means the bicep is close to the ear, so it's in a straight line to my spine. Lift, lift, lift. Now open it up. Good, now rotate under and lean back and try to look underneath that right arm. Good, lift back up, lift that left arm. Now try to open up, keep your feet towards the chair. You're just gonna open up nice and wide. A little bit of lower back twist, spine twist, and then one more time, lean back. So hips go back. And try to look underneath the right arm. Good, last time, open up. And lower it back down to the chair. Okay, so anchor the feet again. Arms out straight. So looking straight ahead, lift the right arm up towards your ear. So bicep towards the ear as much as you can. Lift, lift, lift. Lift a little higher if you can. Good. Open it out to the side. Make sure you have a pelvic tilt so we're not arching our back too much. We're pulling the belly button in. And then let's go ahead and swoop it under. So when I swoop under, I push my hips back. Push them back, and then I try to reach and look under. stretching the hamstrings. Let's go and lift up, raise it up towards the ceiling, and try to turn the chest towards the ceiling, towards that arm, by keeping your feet anchored. Good, swoop down again, push the hips back, try to reach under, and one side might be more flexible than the other. So we're going to stretch in the armpit, stretch in the hamstrings, and a stretch in the side body as well as I'm reaching under. Good. Let's lift up one more time. So I feel the stretch kind of in the side body here as I'm opening up. Good. And then let's lower back down to the chair. Step back just a slight tad more and just push the hips back. Ears go right to the biceps, right in between the arms. Nice big lower back stretch, upper back stretch, shoulder stretch, armpit stretch, hamstring. You can twist the hips side to side, little rotation. Good. Step forward just a little bit, and let's just kind of bend the knees and straighten. Hips forward. Bend the knees just slightly, pushing the hips back, and the hips come forward. Try to keep the belly button in, arms straight. Good. Belly button in, really push forward. Squeeze your glutes as you come up. Squeeze and push. Two more. So small little pulses at the bottom if you'd like. And great. All right, step forward. Let's come back to the front of the chair. Let's get a nice quad stretch. So I'm going to scoot to one side. One leg goes back. So I'm stretching the one that's farther back, that whole quad, hip flexor, this whole area here. So I point my hips forward, rotate them forward. You can lean back just slightly. You can hold on to one side of the chair. Arm can be on the side, whatever you like. And relax. Good. Bring that leg forward. It's going to come out to the side for an inner thigh stretch. So the other side is anchored down, knee right over the ankle, other leg is reaching out long. If you have a slight bend in it, that's okay too, as long as you're feeling the inner thigh kind of stretching. You never want to stretch too far, just to kind of get a little bit of resistance and then try to ease into that posture with your breath. Let's bring it up and let's switch sides. So I'm on the other end of my chair, leg goes back, long lunge back, and then square the hips forward. So if you're tight, like me, I tend to kind of open up, so I'm trying to rotate and look forward, so I'm getting a nice deep stretch. Maybe try to relax the knee down. You could lean back just slightly. Leg's gonna come forward and out to the side for that inner thigh stretch. So this leg is anchored, knee over the ankle. You can lean forward a little bit, you can open up, whatever is helpful to just find that stretch in the inner thigh. Leg forward, just gonna get a tricep stretch. So my left arm comes up, rotate the palm so it touches the back of my shoulder, so my elbow's pointed towards you. The other arm's gonna come and help that elbow up towards the ceiling. So we're gonna get a stretch right here in the back of the arm. Good. That arm lifts up straight and then leans over. So a side body stretch. Lift up nice and tall, maybe a little bit more of a lean. And breathe into it. So breathing and filling up the whole side of the body. And lower. Right arm comes up. Palm touches the back of the shoulder. The other arm comes and helps that elbow up towards the ceiling. And deep breaths. Arm lifts straight up, lift a little higher, and lean. Remember to breathe into the whole side of the body, really enlarging, expanding. Can you get a little bit more length? Good. And lower. Roll those shoulders out. Good. Let's do a little bit of a neck turn. So turn to the right or left. Chin tries to stay parallel to the floor. Good. And back forward. Other side. Remember to still keep your length in the spine. We want to stretch with good posture. Spine straight when we're stretching the neck. Great. Now ear to the shoulder. Good. Other side. Small little half turns. All right. And we're going to end with 3 breaths in. Here we go. Exhale. Inhale up. Reach nice and high. Maybe look towards the sky. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Have a nice intention for the day. And exhale. Nice job. All right. So there's your ABC workout for the week. Coordination, abs, balance, and a little bit of strength. So hopefully it was a nice kind of slow down to your day or to your week. Helps to kind of create some balance, coordination, and then link up our minds with our bodies with some mindfulness in there as well. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.